The same energy you taking to beat your dick could make you rich. Today, I'm breaking down why masturbation is quietly destroying your ambition and how to flip that urge into unstoppable success. That's right. It's called sexual transmutation. Look, let me ask you a real question. How much of your life force are you wasting? How much do you masturbate? Because every time you hit play on that porno site, you're draining yourself. So let me break down the truth about your sexual energy, okay? Sexual energy is the most powerful force. It literally creates life. It tells you how powerful your sexual come, your sexual ejaculation could be. That's why they tell boxers and athletes before big games not to have sex because it literally is a game changer. Men, especially when they waste it daily, they lower their testosterone, their confidence, and their drive. Like I said, this is a quote from Napoleon Hill, the author that wrote Think and Grow Rich. Sexual energy is the most powerful of all stimuli. When harnessed, it can lift man to genius. That's right. If the more you practice on holding your cum, even if you're having sex, you're not supposed to fully just empty the clip all the time. The longer you can harness this, the longer you can fight this urge, that feeling. So, like when you get that feeling to have sex, go do some push ups, go work on a project, whatever business, whatever you're working on, do some reps there. Me, I do some push ups. I realize, like, when I'm working out consistently, I'm not as horny. I'm not as horny. And it's because when you have discipline in one area, it translates to other areas of your life. So when I'm disciplined and I can control what I put in my mouth, I control my diet, I'm not eating sweets, I'm working out every day, guess what? I'm gonna kick ass in my business. You know what I'm saying? So the same urge that you feel, you need that same urge once you get disciplined and doing the right thing with that energy, it'll transfer into other things in your life. So what's happening is, why masturbate? You want to know why masturbation and porn kills your ambition? It's because it's a dopamine drain. Porn overstimulate porn overstimulates your brain, making real work feel boring. Porn overstimulates your brain and it makes real work feel boring. You have a confidence crash. Overuse equals low energy, guilt, weak eye contact, low masculine presence. So when you dump all this energy out, it's a discipline leak. If you can't master yourself in the most primal urge, how will you master your business, your money, or your life? Think of it like money. You wouldn't spend your whole paycheck on junk food every day, but you're spending your most valuable resource, which is sexual energy, on porn. Like I said, the guy that's glued to porn at night is never the guy running empires during the day. You gotta transmute this sexual energy into riches. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like when the urge hits you, instead of wasting it on porn, transmute it into creating content, building your business, hitting the gym, writing ideas. You know what I'm saying? That energy will rise up instead of being drained down. That's why a man who practices glow. They got a different glow about them. They got a different walk about them. Their charisma, their presence, their drive is increased. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a difference. It's just a difference. You own it every day. Even if you up, I don't care, sex, Long as that cum coming out, it's the same thing. You could be up all night having sex. It's just as bad. You can't just drain yourself all night and expect to get any kind of work done. Many great entrepreneurs, inventors, and leaders credit sexual discipline as the root of their genius. Think of Tesla, Da Vinci, Napoleon Hill's entire mastermind chapter. They all knew this. So if you don't know what we're talking about, go to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and there you will find a whole sexual transmutation chapter. All the great geniuses harness this. They tap into something beyond normal. So the first step to doing this, you gotta admit that you're wasting your energy. You gotta admit that you have a problem. The second step is when the urge hits, don't give in instantly. Redirect for 30 minutes. Hit a workout, like I said, write down business ideas, record content, take a shower. All these things, it's gonna still give you dopamine. Especially, like I said, working out is good for me. When you get that urge, do 100 push-ups. That's why I try to work out every day, do 100 push-ups every day, do something. This will eliminate, you get the same dopamine as you do when you bust a nut. You gotta train your dopamine. The longer you hold, the more energy compounds. People will literally feel your aura shift. They will. Because you're so full of this energy, it's like you're supercharged. And so people will know that. So when you walk in a room, people will realize that you're a man on a mission. You're a man on a mission. So, Lava Nation, look, most men will never hear this truth. They'll laugh, they'll deny it, they'll stay stuck, they'll say, hey, I mean, what that nigga talking about? I ain't got no problem. But look, if you can master sexual transmutation, this, my friend, is a cheat code. Every urge, every craving, that's a spark of empire energy. Don't waste it. Let me say that again. Master sexual transmutation. Every time you get an urge, treat that as a cheat code to success. Because now you got an extra spark of energy. But instead of applying it to porn or even having sex with your girl, first you need to apply that to your business, apply it to a workout. Don't waste it, channel it, build with it. That's how you go from broke and drained to disciplined and dangerous. And if you're ready to learn how to flip this discipline into digital wealth, check out my Digital Trappers Toolkit. The link is below. Remember, the richest man in history didn't waste their life force. Neither should you. Subscribe, comment. I love y'all. Till the next one. Big Lava. I'm out.